Alright, here we are in Game 3, in this best of 3 for the quarterfinals. This is Rifkin, I'm casting with Nova, and spawning here in the top right corner of Neo Planet S, it is FXO Lucky.
And playing for Clarity Gaming in the bottom left are Purple Protoss, Saravati. And again, didn't you see Muta Corruptor as well in the Lucky versus Lucky game? I think we did, right?
And yeah. I mean, Saravati, I think the best thing he had going from that game was that early Stargate. Just immediately saying, like, look, no, yeah. You're not going to do this. And Lucky, I mean...
I really like this build. Yeah.
Well, the scary thing for Lucky, he was not able to apply pressure at any point in that game. We had awesome force fields. Hell, we had some perfect force fields. The third baser, Saravati, was unscathed for so long. I mean, it just, everything went right from that game. Now we can attribute that to whatever coincidence, luck, however you want to phrase it, but the reality is, he had the map control. Despite the Overlord spread, despite the creep spread, Lucky was never able to take advantage of that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Neo Planet S, though, it's
yeah.
Well, I was gonna say it's a different story altogether, but we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, of course, but I really enjoyed the build from Saravati. It was well thought out, well executed, just really good play. And that's what you need to be a GSL player, right?
Well, Saravati's no small fry himself. I mean, he's got a very small following. He's not the most popular guy in the world, but he's a really damn good player, and that has shown.
Yeah, but it shows you that he deserves more followers. I really feel people like this should get the spotlight a bit more often.
Well, your spotlight is earned through one of two methods. One is either winning a big tournament, like let's say Stardust for DreamHack most recently, or you've got to stream a lot. And unfortunately, Saravati does neither, so it's kind of hard for him to get that following to sort of reflect his skill.
That's true. And again, early gas by Lucky. Lucky really likes to get an early speed in every game I've seen.
Well, it's really good. We saw, I mean, game 1, he went for the poke with Zels. Game 2, he still went for the poke, and, I mean, the Stalker, I don't know how it lived, but either way, I mean, having the speed out early is always an asset. It's never a bad thing, and on Neo Planet S, you're not rushing 3 bases. Not on this map. Maybe on Daybreak, maybe on some Whirlwind-type map, but not on Neo Planet S. So where else are you going to spend the money? Might as well be speed.
Yeah, that's true. And it also comes to the Protoss. The Protoss is going to have a hard time securing 3 bases. Definitely how active Lucky was being with his links. It's... I don't know, Saravati has to really be on top of his game. Because else I think run-bys might happen.
Really curious to see how that'll go. One big thing I am quite profoundly scared about here for Mr. Saravati is the fact that Lucky, despite losing that second game, showed he was perfectly capable and comfortable doing a tech outside of Mutalisk. So, I mean, Saravati can't let his guard down. Not for a second, not against any build.
Yeah, that's true.
Just look at what's going on right now. Still no extra gas is taken yet. FXO Lucky playing that's pretty chill for the time being. Stalker is up here to poke, but that's nothing surprising. I mean, it's the way it has been. Mothership Core to 8 this. Stargate coming out early once again and in the forward wall position. So, I mean, again, he wants Lucky to see that.
Yeah.
Ooh, a nice time warp with the slow the Lings down, but should also allow for the death of this queen. Oh, but
yeah,
Mothership Core should be able to hunt this down. Not enough transfused energy, it does go down. Creep Tumor 2 and Mothership Core as well, so not really good trade.
No good trade. Not for a Queen and a Creep Tumor.
No, if he had gotten out with the Mothership Core, that would have been fantastic, just losing the Stalker, but Lings coming to counterattack.
His response is just like, yeah, let's just go.
And he sees the Stargate once again. So I'm not sure if Saravati will use this to his advantage where he goes like, look, I know you're not going to go Mutalisk, so I'll go for the Colossus, I'll go for wherever the hell I want to, like I wanted to in Game 1. Or if he'll go with the air aggression once again. I mean, it worked out for him last game, it really did. But I think a lot of that was the timing of his attack.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, it just came before the Ultras last game, and that was just perfect. Really, really nice. But on this map, I don't know how I see it transition, because it was of course Belshir was a lot easier for him to establish that early third, and the early third really allowed him to do that push so fast. So now the third will be later, and yeah, I'm a bit curious what he will come up with this time.
Well, things are starting to clean up some of the overlords around the map. Nothing too crazy happening just yet. Mothership Core, of course, making sure there's no links blocking the third, so Saravati definitely thinking about expanding. Can't really afford to. I mean, he's going to with his probe, but I mean, if a Ling attack comes in, what's going to stop it? A couple sentries, one Zealot? I mean...
Yeah, look, that's exactly what's incoming right now.
The probe's got to hide. This is like an Anne Frank probe. It does not want the Nazis to find him. Well,
Okay.
this one Ling is going to stay there. Saravati is going to go for it, and oh, no, surprise, knock knock. It's the SS. As I continue with that terrible joke. Putting that to an end, though, he does manage to land the Nexus and get the pylon on the way. So this will start. Actually, I don't know how he managed to land the Nexus, but it's a really well done job, but he was able to. I don't know. Third base, he's got to get that wall off here to prevent the back door. He's got to be able to hold this. This is a lot of Lings coming in. But this is also a lot of energy on these sentries.
Oh, doesn't get the force field, so a couple of links get in. And more links are gonna get in.
Oh, that warp in somehow is not blocking! How is that not blocking? What the hell?
Yeah, it's just a pixel off. That's the thing with placing the pylon over there.
No, Photon Overcharge is popped in the natural, but the main has got a lot of damage coming to it. Saravati desperately trying to secure this third, has no army in the main to defend. This Nexus is being focused down, he's coming back, he's going to actually lift with Phoenixes because he has to. And this wall off in the natural, still not done. There we go, 2 more sentries coming in. And now he can start securing this, but he already lost so many workers, 14 dead at this point.
Yeah, and more links are streaming in, but he has the force field ready now. And, well, yeah, they're just going to the third. There's a bunch of stuff ready for it, though.
Oh, a nice choke point, though. Talk about sick placement. One poor Zealot left out in the cold. Oh, man.
He's Jon Snow.
But okay, we take a look at this. Oh, he's got to get that force field down. Does, again, these Lings doing so much. And this is a position where Saravati has got to be careful. I would love to see Lucky go to Mutalisk off this. He did it comfortably
40
before.
workers already have been killed, and it's going to be difficult. But just a little bit nitpicking about Saravati's building placement at the front. If the pylon is on the other side... Oh, wait a second. Lucky gets in again.
Wow, this is so much trouble. I mean, he really should have just fully walled this off at this point.
Yeah, Photon Overcharge goes down, but there's nothing to defend the natural. The natural is just falling. Everything's just dying.
Cannon goes down as well. There's just nothing to hold this. And he's pulling his army from the third, but that's going to open his third.
Yeah, but there's not much more links on the way. He's going to try to bring this patch down as much as possible, but...
Good force field will keep the Lings at bay. But you gotta, I mean, look at the resources lost right now. Saravati is definitely hurting.
Yeah, it's very difficult. He lost a total of 35 workers. I mean, that tells the entire story, I think.
This one sentry is not going to be enough to stop these Lings here at the third. FXO Lucky is relentless.
And it's just upgraded links. Just upgraded links. And it looks... Yeah, Lucky's already taking to... Hive. That's some trouble right there. I think he's going straight to Ultras.
I'm a little shocked. He's got these 3 queens with pretty much full energy. He's not spreading creep with them. Sentries in the middle do get caught, but only just so barely. Saravati's actually hold positioning himself. These poor Zealots want to get out of the base.
From this point, it's again FXO Lucky that's just dictating the pace of the game.
Yeah, and once Ultras come out, what is there to respond to it? He doesn't have like 700 Stalkers as he did previous, again with my hyperbole, but more importantly, Blink's only just started. It's going to be very difficult to micro around them. I mean, quite frankly, a Void Ray or 2 is definitely what he needs to add into his army, but he's not even going to be thinking about that.
Yeah, exactly. And this time, the natural is well defended, but the Lings are just going to attack the tech structures right now.
Yeah.
Stargate might fall.
There's no Stalkers here behind to stop this. Force Field should be able to save this if it gets
And now he
dire.
might swing around and go to the third.
But the third's got that really nicely positioned Nesselgin cannon. I mean, it's not going to stop these Lings dead in their tracks, but it's going to deter them, for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh my god, transfusing the Overlord. He manages to keep it alive. Nah, I just can't do it again, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, Overlord dies, and yeah, he tries to pick off what he can with his Phoenixes, but as you mentioned, he's gonna need an Overlord. He's gonna like need a Void Ray or something to deal with Ultras, and he can't really go to Robotic Stick or whatever. He doesn't have the income for it. He needs some Void Ray. But for all he knows, Mutalisks are incoming, so
Well,
and
he scouted
gonna
the
try to
hive.
make-
I mean, he
Yeah.
knows the hives on the field. That only really means a very few limited amount of things. That he should have seen the Ultras just now. If not, he absolutely sees them now, and he's gonna back the hell up.
yeah,
Saravati.
he was trying to go and make something happen, but his supply is so low. It's 150.
Oh my
against
God.
180.
This is so good. It's actually really good he didn't go Void Rays. If he did, he actually can't out DPS the transfuse spam of these queens. This is going to be a really slow push, but these ultras are not going to die. Oh, he's cranking out the double robo. He needs to get double immortal production started, but it's not going to be for quite some time.
Yeah, and the one time, Lucky doesn't have the amazing creep spread he had in the previous games. He's pushing with queens.
Now this is actually really good. He is fighting in preferable positions. I mean, Sim City beats out Ultralisk better than units do. But,
Yeah.
oh, the Natural has nothing to defend it. He's got to blink up on the high ground, but if he does, he abandons his sentries. Oh, but he's going to pick off the Queens! And this is huge because the Ultras are nothing without these Queens!
Yeah,
The
but
Ultras-
Ultras coming, smashing the force
Yeah,
fields and he's
immediately
just gonna-
turning around. Some Archons
gonna-
hallucinated, soak this damage. This is so clever out of Saravati. Is it going to be enough? The Ultras has taken down the Stargate. He is starting to break down the pylons. Where are those Robobays? Are they at the third? They are at the third.
Yeah, he can kite his Ultras off creep. They are not as fast. The Lynx, of course, are a bit of an.
Yeah, some
problem.
nice blink is going to help him get away, but oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. He managed to retain so many of those queens. There's a ton of transfuses still available, and these immortals are not quite out. He needs to spam Chrono Boost on them, something, anything. He's losing his natural to a small
Yeah,
handful
there
of
we go.
links.
He lost a lot of.
He lost
yeah, the link
a
to the
lot of
natural.
everything. Look at the resources lost. I mean, this is
Yeah.
quite ridiculous. Poor Saravati is in a terrible position.
Yeah,
But he's
Lucky's
got-
just gonna switch, split his army, kill what he can, and
The
go
natural,
in
the
one
main, they're
space.
dead. They're gone. There's no point in trying to save this. He's got to fight this army, and he's trying to take this fight head on. Blinks forward, a bad choice to say the least. The Immortals are doing what they can, but the transfuses are coming out. GG is called! And a good luck in the tourney, so some nice banners out of Saravati.